Hello everyone and welcome you all back. Now I'm thinking of how and what kind of paint I'm going to use. It's going to be two separate paints. One is going to be white, as a off-white I guess. I'm going to go for that, and then it has to be some anti-slippery paint. That's a little bit complicated. So I have two examples which I have to choose with. Here I use Kiwi Grip and here I use Interdeck by International. Both paints are anti-slippery paints. The purpose for those two paints are the same. To keep you on the deck, so you're not falling off. Which means that they have some grip. This Kiwi Grip Little League, the name is gripped. And this Interdeck, basically a paint with some small gravel like sand inside, which prevents you from falling down when it's slippery. If you look here closely, you can see that this is actually really rough. Here is a little bit different. This is way much smoother and nicer. So this is smoother, this is rougher. So which one I'm going to choose? Just came straight away from my job to my boat, my second job. I managed to sand the whole bottom of the boat, and now I have to work with my deck. However, I still don't have the inner frame for my hatch, so I can't do anything else with my hatch. However, I can start doing and sanding all the white parts that I'm going to paint. Everything here gonna be white, and everything that is here rough, the gray anti-slippery paint. Not gonna be as gray as it is now, because when it gets sun it gets really light gray. Now it's a little bit kind of dark gray or something, but in a camera you always see it differently. I think it's gonna look good. I try out with the Kiwi Grip, however it turned out a really rough and I kind of didn't like it. And previous owner gave me this with the boat and said that he didn't install it yet because the chain doesn't go in. So I have to solve this problem. And Levmar, it's a really good brand, so really looking forward to see first if it works. Let's go straight to the battery. This fella works. First things first, I need to wash the boat. I applied the primer here, and this is something that I need to sand, and it's just rough. Generally I don't like how it looks, so I was planning maybe I'm gonna go with the roller or brush painting, but it just looks so bad, so I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna stick with the spray gun and spray painting. And then I need to start covering up everything. Also I need to remove this part here. So basically remove everything that I can remove. I think today is the day that I can start placing the Gelcoat on my bottom. Some rubber. Let's start with placing up some tape, because we don't want to lose the water line. That would be really hard to get it back. So the tape is on right now, and basically it's ready to applying the Gelcoat. What I did before, I washed the boat, so it's clean, and now it's ready for the big part. The idea is to get as much as possible the Gelcoat on the bottom. Those who don't know, the Gelcoat is the thing that you place somewhere where you don't want the water to get in. So the Gelcoat basically protects your boat. So in this case I am applying the Gelcoat on the bottom of my boat, which is underwater all the time. Many people use epoxy. So in my case it's Gelcoat. And Gelcoat you mix basically with the hardener, 1 to 2% of the whole amount. One thing I know for sure, I'm not gonna use anymore the same roller that I use now, because that's kind of for really thin layer and I need really thick layer. It was really tricky to get that roller placing a thick layer. Because tomorrow it's gonna be raining, so I'm really hoping that it's gonna cure before any heavy raining. So fellas, it was so much happening. I didn't have time to film, and I didn't have time even to come to the boat and do some major jobs. Anyway, it was raining so bad for about 1 week, so I thought like I'm gonna work with my water tank hatches, inspection hatches, and I did really good progress on them. We have a good helper. Here she going. Yep. So, and now we did like covering up everything, because now these following days will be really nice weather. It's supposed to be good weather, and more than 20 degrees, and tomorrow it's gonna be good weather enough to finish up my Gelcoat on the bottom of the boat, and also after tomorrow, which is today is Friday, and after tomorrow Sunday, I'm going to apply the first layer of primer to my boat. So you will see how I work with spray gun and spray painting, and you will see the results. Hopefully I will be able to Sunday apply the second layer, which will going to be a paint. So primer first and then paint. I'm planning to take free Monday, not going to job, instead coming here and place the last layer of paint. So, and then during that time I can also apply 2 layers of paint, underwater paint. So that means that if I really gonna work hard, and if I'm gonna get help, then I will be able to finish up everything by Monday. I mean, finger crossed that it's gonna happen. Otherwise, I mean, I have only next week left before I splash the boat in the water. So I don't have a time much left anymore. This past week it was raining so bad. I mean, literally every day was raining, and non-stop. It won't stop. It just rains and rains, you know. So and I check for the leaks and stuff like that, and I didn't have any leak on the boat. I couldn't find any. So the only thing that I found, it was my spray hood. It was leaking down here. So now I'm in progress with lifting up the spray hood. Also, it's going to be easier for me to paint around. And yeah, I'm going to lift it up, take it away, and after that I'm going to place the new seal underneath. So fellas, the Gelcoat finally is ready. I place 3 layers of Gelcoat on each side. And yep, today it's ready. I mean, so wonderful, so wonderful. And I have a huge helper, so the things are going way much smoother and faster than it was going before. And the weather is fantastic. Look at this. You recognize? This is my spray hood. I already mentioned why I took down. I'm gonna place the new seal. And also it's gonna be easier for me to do the spray painting to my deck, since where did I cut myself? I didn't see it even. Damn, a lot of blood. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the spray painting tomorrow. Because tomorrow gonna be wonderful weather too, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna place 2 layers, so the primer and the first layer of paint. I think we're gonna be really close to see the final results tomorrow. Other than that, it's going really good. I was so desperately looking for the weather like this today. So the weather is supposed to be good tomorrow too, but not sunshine. And indeed, I really need sunshine weather. So yesterday I started the engine. I just wanted to check if the alternator charging the batteries, and just general check. So I ran for 5 minutes or something. And it seems like it didn't want to charge the batteries. And then I start thinking what wrong. And then I found out that I forget to turn this battery switch to all. And I think that's the reason. However, today is the day. So what do we have here? Here I have my spray gun. I'm gonna use Perfection by International. That's a 2 compound base paint. So primer. And I'll mix it up in 1 bottle, and then I need to get the right viscosity. And the right viscosity I will get with this thinner. So it's for spray painting. So 910. So now let's get everything in 1 bottle. So this is too thick, so I need to add just a little bit more. Something like this. I have to mix it up like pretty well, otherwise the paint will be too thin instead of too thick. It's gonna drop. It's almost have to be like a water. So that's the trick. What I did here is that I try out my spray gun to the smaller area before heading to the bigger area, like I'm doing here. Here I pretty much try to not step on the paint. Yeah, here you can see the final results. I think it looks pretty promising. So, my friends, the painting job is done. How cool is that? We spend so much time preparing and stuff and finding the perfect weather outside. And also without her, I wouldn't be able to do that. And she is a really big helper. So, but we managed to do that on time, which means that I will be able to launch the boat and splash the boat into the water pretty soon. Just about 5 days. 5 days left. So basically what I need to do right now is to apply the bottom paint. Also apply the Gelcoat on these areas where I have these things before that holds the boat. I don't know how you call them. Support or whatever. So I'm gonna apply the Gelcoat right there now. 3 layers. It dries really quickly, so I will be able to place 3 layers today. And so the paint work, right? So the paint work is fine. It's not perfect. It's fine. And the reason why it's not perfect is because we have some white stuff flying around everywhere. And this white stuff is just landing on the paint all the time. And flies, you know, but the flies wasn't the worst. But this white, I don't know, it's coming from the trees and just landing everywhere in the paint. And I'm like almost stopped doing that because of that, but I just need to do that. So, you know, so I did it. And I was able to place 2 layers today, so primer and the paint. And the final result with the paint was so good that I'm not planning to place the second layer of paint actually. Simply because first I don't have a time, because tomorrow not going to be weather as today. And second, it just looks really good. So why should I do that? Yes, it's according to the book, you should place 2 layers of paint, but yeah. You have to get some material on. But anyway, I mean, I don't have a time, so I just need to keep moving forward. And if it looks generally good, why should I bother with that? So yeah, I think I'm gonna end up the video right here. In the footages and everything, you already see the fast motion. And I kind of explain also what kind of paint I use. How I'm setting the spray gun, I need to do the separate video of that. But yeah, I didn't have time. I just was focusing so much on do the thing. I didn't have time to film and show you how to set up your spray gun. But I can place the link below with another dude who are actually explaining that really well. And you can do that too. I mean, it's not like rocket science or something, so should be able to do that. So okay guys, I think I have to end up this week's video right here. I've done so much, and I think I covered so much in this video. And I hope you to see you in the next video, because the next video is gonna be an epic one too. I'm gonna splash the boat in the water. And all the preps works, and yeah, I mean, a lot to show, a lot of things happening. So subscribe, hit the ring bell and thumbs up. Bye!